left, it's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the London Black Knights. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Defense, let's go. 17's Mike 17. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That'll go as a pickup of 8. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got Shockey. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Barber. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 17. Mike 17. They're not ready for this, man. They're not 79 Broncos. Y'all playing the wrong football. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Owens. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running with Barber out of the gun. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First down, they go with Barber again. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll set up a throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Barber. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Black Knights lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to throw again. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now back to throw. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Mike 17.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A run up the middle with Barber. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, it's Smith. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Smith. And some room to maneuver. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Inside handoff, Smith. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Smith up the middle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Black Knights continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 47 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Barber on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're going to try and throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Barber, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's got Smith here, finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. From up here in the booth, looked like he started to make his cut into the middle of the field right as that ball was being released. That's how you draw it up.
Exactly how you draw it up, but you don't often get that result because that...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's got room past the 30. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
2nd and 14. Rolling to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go with Barber. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Look at this, a tight end carry. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll work down inside the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The handoff to Smith. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barber. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, Barber. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a give, running right, Barber. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Airing it out deep for Smith. And my goodness, another interception. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Here's a handoff to Barber. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw left side, complete to Tony. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney from 21 yards away. And the Black Knights take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be... He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. David Montgomery, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a bit closer. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's Barber. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. A run up the middle with Barber. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll try it now with Barber. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one. Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney His second touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, come on, come on, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 43 is the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll run here with Barber. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
Way to hustle, boy.
Sets the kickoff.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 54.
Street.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
79 Broncos.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm.